Good morning, fellow option traders. This is Jeff, and welcome to the daily scan for Tuesday, June 25th, 2013. Well, yesterday was pretty interesting. Dallas Fed manufacturing survey. Actually, we'll take a peek at it here. The prior was -10, consensus was 0, and the actual was much more optimistic than anticipated. But still, that doesn't mean that everything's going to work out as planned in the market. So today we have durable orders, durable goods orders, not durable orders, at 8:30, and that's a kind of a biggie. And then we have new home sales at 10 o'clock. Those are two of the biggest ones for today. And of secondary importance is the Case-Shiller Home Price Index, I believe that is, and consumer confidence. I would say that probably people that have a job are pretty confident consumers. People that don't have jobs are not. Okay, that's enough of that. Remember, we try to keep politics out of this. Alright, let's take a look at where we are this morning. Currently, we are looking at a gap up at the open. The E-mini is up almost 10, which is start to recover from the loss yesterday. That's all it really is. If you want to take a look at it, let's look on the big chart. Whenever it gets up here, yeah, there we go. Starting to recover from the loss from yesterday, and this candle's yesterday, and this candle is today, as of I think 6 o'clock in the evening last night. I think it actually starts trading, and then I'm not sure if this candle is from 6 o'clock or if it's from midnight. I'm not sure exactly. But if we're saying it's up 9.75, that is the current price is right where we're at, of course. Okay. Alright, enough about that. We don't do too much with futures here right now anyway. Gold is at $12.84, still below 1300. Silver's creeping up another 20 cents, and oil is above 95. It kind of jumped up yesterday, and I was a little bit surprised about that. And if you are in the market to buy some silver, I would say that this is a very good time, I think, to buy some silver, especially if you want to buy what they call junk silver, or the pre-1965 or 64 U.S. coins. You're not going to get much of a better deal than this right now. We could go to a weekly. Let's just go to a weekly. It hasn't been down here since 2010. So this might be a pretty good time to go ahead and buy some silver. I bought some here, right around here someplace. So I was around almost $39 an ounce for what I purchased. And then I made another purchase somewhere around here. And I'm thinking of making another purchase here. So you can call somebody like Monex, for instance, and ask them about buying some just some old U.S. coins that are 90% silver. They're a good thing to have, just in case something happens to the dollar. It's just something you just put away under your bed or under your mattress or whatever you want to do. It's not a bad idea. Okay, so let's take a look at the Nikkei is down 50. Let's just take a peek at that chart here. Then we'll go back to a daily. And whenever we get it here, we'll zoom in. Okay, so it looks like you might be starting another leg down here on the Nikkei, possibly. Okay, so let's get back and take a look at our account now. I mentioned yesterday, well, I put that alert on CF yesterday and it did trigger. Actually, it triggered at 9:30 something. Let's take a look at it here. Alert triggered at 9:30 and 31 seconds, probably the very first trade, 31 seconds after the open. So I waited until 10:21 or so, and I bought this, or I sold this vertical here at 185, 190 level. And that, my friends, when I opened that, that had a delta of 30, and I wanted to go a little deep in the delta because I was pretty confident that this was going to go south. So I bought that one a little bit more heavy, and we're a little bit closer to expiration than normal too. So right now the delta's at 29, and it was at 30 when I bought it. So we're ticking down here. We have a total of 2 cents of theta coming in here, but I got 5 of them. So that is like $10 a day, I guess you could say, if you were to look at this on the risk profile. Theoretically, yes, $9.09 a day. So you see how I figured that? I'm short the 10 and long the 8. So I'm actually plus 2 roughly on that in the theta column, and I got 5 of them. So you take that 2 times 500 and you come up with about $10. So we are now in that. Okay, Celgene, actually GLD, we are very, very close to maximum profit on that, and seriously considering exiting that trade. So here we are, the max is like 215, and we are currently at 197. So provided it hangs around there today, I am going to exit that trade and free up some capital. Alright. No need to go over anything else. We're all doing just fine here. The RUT insurance policy is doing pretty good. We can just take a quick peek at that. From a risk profile perspective, we total of both accounts were we were like around $3,500 for the max. Looking down here in this at this red number when I place my cursor here, we have a little bit of a decrease in implied volatility lately, but let's see, let's make sure everything's set here. We are almost at maximum profit here, so we're just going to keep an eye on this, and we'll check it out every day, take a look to see if it's making any money or if it's losing money, and just try to manage this. And we will exit it if we get close to this red line, or if we're in here in one of the tent poles here and we get something around 80%. Of course, this whole thing could go to hell in a handbasket at the same time, so we have to be careful about that. Alright, let's go right over to our A+ list. Oops, I do that all the time, don't I? You guys that watch regular know that I do that. Okay, A+ list, Apple, start out with that. Apple didn't have a good day yesterday either. No entry here. We have a downtrend, but we need stochastic to get up here at least above 55% K, which is the fast one here, the blue one. We want that to get above this 55 mark and then hook, and then we'll get in if it's still going south, but nothing there right now. Amazon, I don't believe I remember even setting any targets yesterday. Amazon, we just had a downturn in the moving average, although the day yesterday looks pretty strong. That's kind of surprising. So it's sort of a mixed bag here right now on Amazon, which is what we've been observing for quite a while, like back into May when we put on this iron condor here. Amazon was just not quite being able to make up its mind. But it's staying up there, so it's definitely doing some price consolidation. Not doing any iron condors at this time. Baidu, it just turned south here to the 50 MA. And we have a nice looking hook here, I think because of the price action yesterday. But might have a trend direction change here, so not doing anything there. Celgene we are in, and that's looking good for that particular position, but we're not anywhere near 80% on that. CF we are in, and I'm going to pause this while I put my indicator, while I do my drawing here. Alright, I put it in there. So here's the current position that we're in. We got our hook here. Everything looking up, and it didn't really participate in the recovery yesterday, as well as some of the other underlines that we have looked at so far. Chipotle, we're still in an uptrend here, and this could be we got momentum. We're not getting confirmation anywhere on this. Not looking good. So here's what I am going to do. We're just going to see if these things work out or not. So we got this going on here. So we're headed down here, and is this going to show up on this other chart too? Yeah, I don't want that. Alright, we're going to take that one out. So we're not this is a case where we are not getting any confirmation anywhere. This is almost like a doji, sort of. Wicks are really long, but there was a struggle, and nobody really won yesterday. I would say more bears won yesterday because it gapped down and it never really moved away from that. We got moving average down. We got the 9-day or the 9-week moving average just gave us a magenta indicator here. We can zoom in just a tad more. Yeah, we just got a magenta indicator here. We got stochastic turning down. This might be like a counter trade. You could consider this for a counter trade. Alright, so I put this note in here. We're going to take a look at this and see if this works out. This would be, I just put a note in here. It says counter trend trade, just based on these indicators here. So let's keep an eye on that and see if that comes back and proves itself out. Gold. Alright, we're in this one. We might get out today. We have, we're in a downtrend. Long-term daily MACD is down, but the short-term just moved up. Not really telling us anything here. Looks pretty negative everywhere except for this right here. The short-term daily stochastic here. So, or I mean MACD. Nothing exciting or entry providing. It's not talking to us, I guess you could say. And let's see, on Google we are in an uptrend. Down, 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 down. This also might be a counter trend trade. So we're going to keep an eye on this one as well. Okay. See if that proves out. Alright. This is using, when you do something like that, you're actually using the secondary signs that you're looking for your reinforcements, and if they're saying the opposite, you might want to take a look at taking a little bit more risk and trading against the trend. And sometimes that actually works out. Goldman, we got the same thing here. This probably is looking even stronger as a counter trend trade. Let's take a look at what we have here as far as availability in the July time frame. We would be looking around a 160, and that would be up here. And that might be a little bit too much to ask. If you really do believe that it's going to do that, though, I would think that this might be a good thing. And I'm tending to think that it is going to do that. So I'm going to actually set an alert here and really pull the trigger on this if it happens to work out that way. And you know that by the time if it gaps down, that I'm not going to be able to get in at 160 for that 24 delta. I may have to go all the way down to 155. We'll take a look at that. Maybe I'll just do a 50-50 trade. You know, if I do one at the money, if I was to do that, I see I get 232 with $5 risk, so that's almost like a 50-50 trade. So I risk like around 250 to make 250. So that's what I mean by a 50-50 trade. If you have a delta right at 50, you would have probably more of a 50-50 trade. Here's one at 60, and we would want to buy this particular one. So we get 260, we would spend 268, so we'd have 268 at risk to make 268. Let's take a look at that. So we'd make, the most we can make is 232, and we would be risking 268. And we could include commissions on that, and so that would be risking 270 to make 229. So that's something to think about there too. So let's see how this works out today, and we'll see if I actually end up entering that and how I enter it. LinkedIn, I got out of that one real early, I think by mistake. So that would have, that's playing out really well. This is no longer there. Obviously, it's not in my account, so we're taking that out. And we're starting from scratch. Okay, we have no trend here, but undetermined. We have some mixed messages here, so, and the moving average is sending us a mixed message as well, so we're going to stay away from LinkedIn for right now. MasterCard. Alright, we have, this is another possible counter trend trade. So ideally we would like to enter here, but we weren't getting as strong a signals as we are right now. Let's just wait around and see what happens on that one. Another counter trend trade. Netflix. We're getting a lot of signals saying that this is changing direction as well, but no entry here. Maybe if we get a hookup, we might see what happens here. I want another day on this one. I'm sure we're going to get a hookup on this today, so let's wait one more day on that. Priceline. We got a hook on Priceline. Looking pretty strong considering the way the market is going. But we're not getting confirmation anywhere. No confirmation. Well, let's see. I want to put alert on this and we're going to see if we get any confirmation today. So the alert's going to be above the high from yesterday. At or above. Okay. Alright, we have an alert on that. Panera. Lots of mixed signals here. Not feeling real good. We have 50 just turned down. We had a pretty strong day yesterday, actually. It would be a total violation of almost every rule to get in on this thing today or in the very near future. And then finally Visa, which kind of looks a lot like Master, and it's looking, just by this candle moving average and the stochastic, it's looking like a good time to get in, but we're not getting confirmation on any of the other indicators, so we're going to take a pass on that as well. Okay folks, that's it for today. Sorry that it's so long. I just find a way to squish these down, I think. I don't know. I'd like to hear from you if you think they're too long or too short. Do I rattle on too much? Would you like me to drop a certain segment or anything? Let me know. Alright, so that's it for today. Thanks a heap for watching. Have a great day and happy trading.